Hello everybody and welcome back to the Library of Ruina. Alrighty, if you watched the previous episode, you might know that I wasn't feeling very good. However, I am now a good 95% of the way recovered, so we're back on it. That doesn't necessarily mean that I'll play much better, but it means that I have less excuses. Alrighty, but one thing I did want to say is there was a couple things that were brought up in the comments of the previous episode, and I kind of wanted to address them. So, number one, and I do have some stuff pulled up just so I don't forget anything, ideally. Number one, the Arbiter from the previous episode, the one with the sorceress, apparently was taking damage. However, from my perspective, I saw that the health bar underneath the character wasn't moving, potentially a mod conflict, and that the health bar in the bottom left was also not moving. Combined with the health recovery, I thought that they weren't losing any health at all. And again, from my perspective, it just seemed like it was like an invincible fight. It was also brought up that apparently you're supposed to time like the nuke and basically just like blow the Arbiter completely away. Just say bye-bye and just nuke him. However, I don't know how to trigger that effect consistently, but then there's also the counter dice pages that give people a bunch of strength. So what you're supposed to do is time the nuke and give strength to people that are attacking the Arbiter. That way, you can just boom, 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 dealt with, easy, well played. That's the goal, I believe. It really is a puzzle reception, and you guys know how bad I am with that, so fair. There was a couple people saying that they were a little bit annoyed with how I was playing, and don't worry, that's been the history of this entire series, so so I understand. Look, I never said I was a good player, alright? I never said I was a smart player either, but I'm trying my best, and yeah, I'm sure that's why some of you guys stick around, is because I'm trying my best, huh? Now, another thing, the reception where we had the Beholder, and we could summon, like, the Arbiters, the Claws, and all that, I thought that you could not resummon one of the Arbiters or the Claws. Apparently, that is not correct. What I was thinking, and sort of my justification, is every time you summon someone, it would say they answered the call, and then you would get the ego buff that basically said, like, this person, that person. And so for me, that was a pretty clear-cut, like, you can't resummon them. They've already showed up. They're not going to show up again. And also the fact that they leave at the end of the act was sort of telling me like it's a one-time deal, and that's why you have 4 of them. Apparently that's not the case either. I think as long as they don't actually full die, you can keep resummoning them in that final reception. So the thing about that, I wasn't able to. So, and you know, I have like I think 90 mods going. So there is a very real chance that just a confliction happened. Maybe I had 6 light when I thought I had 7. I don't know. But for my own personal, you know, play test, I guess, I wasn't able to resummon them. So I thought that you couldn't. Apparently that is not correct. So I just wanted to clear all of that up. Now, one final thing before we resume in this episode and finish off the citywide revolt. I got the question, would you recommend trying citywide revolt? And I know a lot of people will probably take a wild guess at what my opinion is. However, I think that Citywide Revolt is absolutely worth the play. Sure, there's some things I don't agree with, and... Oh. Sorry about that, my phone rang. Picking up where I left off, I'm pretty sure. There's some things I don't agree with that are, you know, honestly, in every mod. But I feel like that's just how people are. Like, for example, I know for a fact, not 100% of you agree with how I play. We can agree on that one, surely. Like, I laugh about it, but you know, it does suck knowing that, you know, not everyone thinks I'm as good as I might think I am. But that's how it is. Like, there could be a mod that has someone with all ranged, and people will say, well, this mod sucks because it doesn't have melee. And then you can have a mod with all melee, and people will go, well, this mod sucks because it doesn't have ranged. And then there could be a mod that has both, and they'll say, this mod has no identity because it has both melee and ranged. It's just... that's kind of just how it is, you know? Like, I'm not gonna like everything, you're not gonna like everything. I might like something that you don't like, you might like something that I don't like. And I don't think that's a bad thing, honestly. Now, are some of my hot takes just dead wrong? Yes, of course. I'm not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but they're exactly that. My hot takes. And I'm usually willing to kind of mold, you know, shift a little bit. Like, I might think this, and someone explains this, and I go, you know what? You're right. I changed my opinion a little bit. Anyway, I'm going off on a huge tangent. TLDR, I think it's worth the play. There is so much content in it, though. You better set aside a few days to get through the whole thing. But regardless, picking up from where we left off, we're gonna start with this one. To defy death, Thanatos. Ruin has come. At the start of the act, kill all other allies and summon death. Upon defeating or staggering an enemy, recover 6 stagger resist, and death restores 1 light. Thanatica. Reduce the cost of Fist of Thanatos by 3, increase the cost of all other pages by 1. Amorality. Amorality? Absorb instances of 3 or less, and ignore resistances of 6 or less damage from attacks unless staggered. Inexplicable hatred. At the end of the scene, if this character has not defeated or staggered an enemy in the scene, gain 1 odium. If the amount of odium reaches 4, death will gain a powerful mass attack. The mass attack will be used after reaching 6 odium, after which this character will lose all of it. You can't handle me. At the start of the scene, restore 3 light. At emotion level 4 or above, speed dice slot +2. And unrelenting. Let's see. Presence of the Destroyer. On use, add a copy of Fist of Thanatos to hand. On Clash Win, restore 1 light. And on hit, inflict 1 paralysis. Shoulders in recession. On use, draw all copies of Fist of Thanatos next scene. If at least 4 copies were drawn, restore 4 light. On hit, gain 2 strength next scene, and on Clash Win, gain 1 endurance this scene and the next. Scorn of Desolation. On use, discard up to 3 copies of Fist of Thanatos from hand. Restore 1 light for each copy discarded. If 3 copies were discarded, copy all dice from Fist of Thanatos and add them to this page. On Clash Win, all offensive dice on this page gain +2 power. On Clash Win, inflict 2 despair this scene. All dice on the target's page lose 2 power. And despair, all dice lose X maximum value. Oof, that is a nasty page. Double fist. Oh, woo! That's some high rolls. Double Fist of Thanatos. On use, shuffle a copy of this page into the deck. On Clash Win, inflict 2 Despair this scene. All dice on target's page lose 2 power, and on Clash Win, draw 1 page. And finally, Pulverizing Fist. On use, exhaust up to 8 copies of Fist of Thanatos from deck. For every 2 copies exhausted, boost the minimum and maximum values of all dice on this page by +5 and +7. Holy crap. Okay. On Clash Win, inflict 2 Despair the scene. All opponent loses 2. Okay, that seems to be the case just all 3 times. Now, what do we have? We're immune to Slash, which Thanatos doesn't do, so that's unfortunate. Actually, we are just really tanky. Let's see. Veteran of the Old Guard. At emotion level 4 or above, gain +2 max light capacity, reduce incoming damage and stagger damage from all sources by 2, and draw 1 page each scene. When the emotion level reaches 3 and 5, gain access to unique ego pages. I don't know how to say that. Take 66% less damage from status ailments at the end of the scene. If this character has any fragile, gain that much stagger protection next scene. Bound by Blood. At the start of the scene, if all other allies are alive, gain 3 stagger protection. If no other allies are alive, gain 3 strength instead. This effect only activates if the act started with at least one other ally present. Blood Fiendish Razor Strike. Sanguine Desire. Battle Wounds, Bleed and Fragile is preserved. And the Revolution. Whenever this character clashes against a member of the head, gain 1 conviction. Whenever a die this character plays rolls a value that is lower than minimum, if its target is a member of the head, deal 9 stagger damage to them. Do you count? And then our Oh, right, our pages first. Exsanguination, inflict 12 bleed to self, gain 2 strength this scene and next scene. Double Protective Stance. Combat start, inflict 3 fragile to self this scene. Give 2 protection and 1 stagger protection to all other allies this scene and next scene. On Clash Lose, boost the power of the next die by boost the max value of the next die by +3, and on Clash Win, destroy the opponent's next die. Heat Engine. On use, spend 4 burn to restore 2 light and draw 1 page up to 3 times. On Clash Win, gain 1 strength this scene and next scene. On Clash Win, do the same with endurance. Endothermic Impact. On use, inflict 8 burn to self and draw 2 pages. On hit, inflict 8 burn to self, inflict 3 chill up to 3 times. Cover Weakness. Spend 4 fragile to draw 3 pages and gain 3 endurance this scene and next scene. On hit, gain 2 protection, stagger protection, and conviction next scene. And finally, the streets running red. Inflict 5 bleed to self. User and target do not lose bleed stacks after rolling offensive dice for the scene. On hit, recover HP equal to stacks of bleed on the target, and on hit, gain max stagger resist equal to target's bleed. Now for the revolutionaries in red. Many of the same passives, not alone. Upon taking lethal damage, if at least one member of the head is present, fully recover HP and stagger resist, remove all effects from self, become immune to all damage to scene, and set emotion level to 0. And the revolution. Okay. Double bandage up, spend 1 bleed to recover 2 HP and stagger resist up to 5 times. On Clash Win, restore 1 light. On Clash. Oh, no. On Clash, not on Clash Win or Lose. Restore 1 light, draw 1 page. Double Protective Stance. Sedito Civitas. On use, restore 1 light and draw 1 page. The next other ally to hit the target restores 1 light and draws 1 page. Double Cover Weakness. And Crossblade Advance. For this scene, all other allies using a Unity page gain an evade die that comes first and cannot stack. On hit, inflict 1 feeble this scene and next scene. On hit, give a random ally 1 strength this scene and next scene, chosen separately. There it is. Death. This character's emotion level is fixed at 0, can only be targeted if there is a character at 25% max HP or below. This character is defeated when Thanatos is. When Thanatos reaches emotion level 5, gain access to a powerful ego page. I am inevitable. This character is immune to all status effects. Right. Alrighty, what do we have in store? Passage of Time. Thanatos restores 1 light and recovers 6 HP and stagger resist. On hit, add a copy of Entropy to target's hand. Well, I'm just not gonna let you land that. What if I say that? Let's see. I mean, what if we were to just, you know, theoretically use all of our really powerful pages? What if we just did that? Let's see, we don't have any fragile, so I think I'm gonna hold. I don't like blowing all of our Unity pages like this, but at the same time, we kind of don't have a choice. So I'm just gonna do it and hope for the best. Then, let's see. This actually has a relatively high chance to win, so we're gonna go for it. And then, because we restore more light, I think. Okay, actually, I don't know that. Exsanguination, let's go. Okay, all of us block it. Very good. Crossblade advance. Okay, yeah, us taking damage was all but guaranteed there. Okay. Just try and do what we can. Crossblade advance. Currently not doing any damage. But if we can get a stagger, we will be able to do damage, I believe, based on what I was reading of the passives. Okay. I see. This is gonna be the trend. Okay, this will make us draw. This will give us fragile, which we keep. Now, do you guys keep... Yes. Okay, you know what? Let's just all go for protective stance then. We'll do 1 cover weakness. Actually, we don't have any. Let's do streets running red. That way he keeps that. We'll do crossblade. Oh, this isn't great. Yeah, we'll do crossblade again, or streets running red again. I'll go for protective stance just to give ourselves some fragile. And then I think we just roll with that for the moment. So all but 1 blocks it. That's fine. Okay, getting closer and closer to that stagger. Ooh, we actually did a little bit of damage that time. Okay. So far, so good, it seems. We are really close to staggering you. You have Odium. Stacks up to 6. Restore 2 light draw. Oh, I see. Restore light and draw based on stacks. Whenever a page is played by this character and it fails to stagger the target, deal 2 stagger damage to target. If the amount of the status is 6 or higher, Death will use a powerful mass attack. Pale Rider can only be used if this character is targetable. But you're not. Right? Okay, well, you're not targetable, so that part's a lie. Okay. So that's unfortunate. So we have no chance of actually stopping that, so that damage just is going to go through. On hit, stagger target. If target is already staggered, target fully recovers from stagger instead. So you're gonna do a bunch of damage to me. And then unstagger me? Okay. I think I'm following. Fist of Thanatos. There's no world we win this clash no matter what we do, so I'm just gonna go for a bandage up and hope for the best. Then we don't have any fragile, so I'm just gonna go for Sedito Civitas. Protective stance. Let's see. Spend 4 fragile. We only have 3. Very unfortunate. Blood Red Blade. Inflict 3 bleed to self this scene and draw 1 page. What if this gives us strength next scene? What if I just go for double exsanguination? Then we still don't have enough. We'll go for a protective stance. This is not a very good turn, but we're just gonna roll with it and hope for the best. Okay. I think we were supposed to get staggered there and then unstaggered? A little bit confused on how that works. Okay. Well, we're definitely running out of turns. I can tell you that much. Passage of time. Okay, so you're just using that. That's fine. So if you get a kill... Right? It's when you get a kill. Has not defeated... Oh, I see. But you're just going to get stacks anyway. Okay. Right. Well, tell you what. We're just going to go for as much damage as we physically can. We're just going to use these pages. We really don't have much of another choice. May as well get the damage where we can. However, damage is pretty much going to be non-existent this turn. So, what's our thought? Let's see, we could spend 4 burn. I guess we should. Then we can go for just a regular protective stance. I'll go for crossblade as well as cover weakness. I don't think we're actually going to get any damage. But, I mean, we may as well try. Nothing's hurting us for it. Other than, you know, losing the cards. Okay. Yep, big damage. Ooh, yeah. Tiny bit of stagger damage being done. We also get a little bit of bleed. Not pretty. He's already at 4. I guess... I'm trying to get too much value out of these cards, I feel. Maybe I should just be using them. Let's go for Endothermic. Then, I think I'm just going to go for Blood Red Blade. And hope for the best. Then, we go Protective Stance. I'm just going to go for literally everything here. Streets Running Red. Crossblade Advance. Senator Civitas. Do it again. And then we go for Protective Stance one more time. Alright, just try. If we can get a stagger, this is ideal. Okay, a little bit of healing. We actually almost won a couple of those flashes. Big stagger going down. Now we can actually start doing some damage. Okay, huge damage being done, actually. All the way down to 268. There's a very real chance that we might be able to kill him. However, he is using Thanatophobia. After use, if... Oh. So wait a minute, we can't stop that. Because it's after use. Yeah. Okay, I see. So we're not going to be able to stop that. I'll use Streets Running Red, and then we'll just let it roll. Okay, we do block it. Staggered, so yeah, that's the end of the turn. Well, that's unfortunate. Necronomicon. Mass individual. Combat start. Purge all status ailments from Thanatos. Whenever Thanatos is inflicted with the status ailment this scene, purge it and give Thanatos 1 strength and endurance next scene. This die deals damage and stagger damage equal to dice value % of target's max HP or max stagger resist. Oh. Oh yeah. Huh. We need light. We need big amounts of light. I don't think our counter dice will work against that, though. 13 to 13, and it's mass individual. Well, let it ride. Ouch. Yeah, we're just gonna let the game take hold here because, needless to say, a lot of these clashes are not going to win. But if he gets a stagger, that actually works out for us. But we also can't apply anything to him because he will just get strength next turn. So we are kind of preventing him from getting too terribly strong by letting the game play itself for a turn. And honestly, that didn't even go that bad. Only one stagger is actually kind of solid. Double passage of time. Okay, we should be able to get through that relatively easily. Let's just use every single one of our cards that we can. Cover weakness we'll also get some value out of. We'll go endothermic. Okay, you're not clashing me with anything, so I'll just go for protective stance. Let's do streets running red. Okay, I'll go for a crossblade. Then we go for another Senator Civitas. And I'll also go for bandage up just to heal a tiny bit. Okay, 3 of us get hit by that one. 3 more of us get hit by the other one. Okay, we already knew that the clashes weren't really going to work out for us. But if we can get through the counter dice, then we should be able to get a little bit of damage. The chill is going to help us out quite a bit. Protective stance also making us a little bit more tanky. Ooh, that 4 extra strength, though, technically only 2, is going to be a problem. I'm not even going to bother trying to clash with the Fist of Thanatos because it is going to win. So I'll tell you what, we'll go for double heat engine. Let's spend our fragile. Let's get a unity page going. Then let's get protective stance going. Another unity page. Then we can just go for a bandage up. Unity. These entropes are also kind of sucking. Protective stance. Then I'm just going to go protective stance, let ourselves get staggered, and we hope for the best. Okay, yeah, so we do get staggered, but that is also going to prevent a little bit of that stack. Oh. Those block dice are pretty big. Okay, crossblade, protective stance going through. A lot of protection going out. Our counter dice actually work out quite well that time. Yeah, Fist of Thanatos, never gonna win that. However, still only at 1 stack, and we're getting somewhat close to getting a stagger. We still have that going. I'm gonna go for Old Guard this time. Then, I think we go for Blood Red Blade. Actually, hang on. I wanna change my order of things here. Let's go Blood Red Blade. Boom. Then we go. Actually, I want to do it last. Yeah. Exsanguination. Exsanguination again. Then we go for Old Guard. Then I'm gonna go for. Just try and apply as much bleed as physically possible, I think. Yeah, honestly, that might just be the play. So let's get as much bleed as physically possible. Let's cover weakness so we don't have to deal with that. And then we just hope for the best. Here we go. Okay, everyone blocks it. Yeah, expectedly, that didn't go very well. Fist of Thanatos doing big damage to us. We do get pushed off. Okay. Yeah, those block die are pretty big. However, oh, so close to getting a stagger. That would have been huge. Thy end is nigh. Thanatos gains upon defeating or staggering an enemy, gain some buffs. Ooh. Is it possible that we can get a stagger before it's too late? I mean, I'm not feeling particularly good about it, but you know what? We'll try. We just need to use the biggest possible. Gain power equal to this page's cost. You know, entropy, actually. You know what? Hang on a minute. So, this will be 4 to 5, boosted up to 8 to 9, which isn't quite enough. Yeah, not quite enough, but that is a really interesting thought, that entropy, if used at the right time, can actually be used as a colossal deflect, which will deal a lot of stagger damage. I think I'm starting to get the idea. Entropy is actually a boon to you rather than a debuff. I'm kinda understanding. Now, unfortunately, it's a little bit too late, but at least, you know, better later than never, I suppose. Now, we might still get a stagger, and if we do, that's gonna be really, really big for us. Our counter dice worked out really nicely. However, yeah, Pulverizing Fist is no bueno. Okay, we do get a stagger, which means every single one of our attacks is going to get through. Now, we do have to worry about the Unrelenting passive, not to mention there is going to be a lot of resistances next turn. Okay, you know what? The fact that we are even going to proc Unrelenting? Oh, what? You use Thanatophobia every single time, don't you? I thought maybe it had to do with Odium. No, you just go for it every time. Oh, you. Oh, you're so lucky. Ow. No reason to spend light there. Okay, so... Oh, but you're too fast now. Yeah, so you're too fast for me. Well, we can't use entropy. Dang. So what do you have? You have a couple block and counter die. And we're not going to be able to do enough damage to you, even with... Yeah, there's no world I'm fast enough, unfortunately. I guess we'll just try and do some damage. Yeah. Unfortunately, though, I don't think this is really going to work out in our favor. We could try to go for entropy, but we're just not quite fast enough. We can go for double protective stance to try and help us out, and then a bandage up. We'll just see how this turn goes, but I'm not exactly feeling optimistic. Ouch. Significantly less damage than I thought. But, yeah, our other characters are taking about the expected amount of damage. Okay, let's see. So I can use huge entropy right there. Then I can go for Blood Red Blade. I can go for Exsanguination. Let's see. I can apply a little bit of entropy here. Then we can cover weakness. And then bandage up, even though it's not going to do anything? Okay, entropy unfortunately did not quite work out for us. Blood Red Blade also not really working out for us. Ow. Okay, so we do end up losing. However, I really think that we figured it out. I think entropy is more of a boon than anything else. Not to mention 61 health. We were almost there. But if it wasn't for death cheating, I would have won. Well, time to do the exact same fight, but this time with our own decks. So, I don't know how I'm exactly... Like, I like that there's two ways to do a fight. However, I'm kind of debating with myself, because I know how long some of these receptions are, if we should be doing it with both. You know what? We'll give it one try. We'll give it one try, and we'll just see how it goes. We'll bring Tifferth. Bro's got us with this one. Vainglory cannot be redirected. This page can only be used against characters with Object d'Art key pages. On use, gain 1 strength and endurance next scene, lose 1 light next scene. On Clash Win, destroy all dice on the opponent's page. One-sided, destroy the combat page set on the target's speed die. On hit, if target has no fragile, inflict 2 permanent fragile, otherwise deal 7 stagger damage to each other. Yeah, so you got us there. However, we're still gonna try our best. Ow. I knew I was going to lose that clash, so I used Gear Wheel. Okay, so a lot of this we just know that we do not win the clash, so I'm just rolling with it. But that does mean that we get a little bit of damage out. Okay, bit of strength next scene. Frayed Sword to get some max health damage. And we are getting somewhat close to a stagger. I really don't know which one's going to be good here. Knight's Protection could be nice. I mean, just taking less damage in general is really good. Benevolent Devotion for healing. Knight's Protection. Yeah. Alright. Let's try it. Oh, you're using it every single turn. Oh, is that what we're doing now? Alright. Well. Alright. Really nothing for me to do about that, so I'm just gonna go for what I can. Now, interestingly, Tifferth's does not count. You're using Pale Rider, no one is staggered, and you're not targetable, so that shouldn't work. I'm tempted to go face yourself. And honestly, it won't really do a whole lot. Especially, you know what? We'll go for it, and we'll just hope for the best. If we can all get to emotion level 5 before we die, I can use Salvation, though I'm not exactly feeling optimistic about that. We'll go for 4 Justice, but we are in a world of pain. Let's see. I'll go for In the Name of Love and Justice. If we could land the Thanatos' Mark, that would be great. Actually, you know what? Angel... Then, let's get a Thanatos Mark in here. Ow. Okay. Unfortunately, Lily did end up going first. Okay, that doesn't do anything to Tifrith, because you're untargetable. Though it did reduce our max health. Okay, entropy not really doing a whole lot for us. We do end up getting staggered, which will prevent a stack. Face yourself! 32 stagger damage. Thanatos' mark! And a courageous blow. Alright, yeah, just keep doing Knight's Protection, may as well. Despair is going to get amazing value. Then, if we can go for the 10% max health damage, that'd be great. Descent of the Shadow Star can only be used against characters at 10 plus attribution. On hit, deal 14 damage to each other. On hit, destroy all offensive dice played by the target this scene. On hit, inflict 1 permanent feeble. Oh. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what we're not getting use out of. Salvation. Tell you what, let's just try and get a buff wherever we can. I'll go for Irony. Let's see, then... I don't know if you can be sealed, but that doesn't stop me from trying. I think we go for the ones that actually cost something. Unfortunately, they're both blunt, which is only going to deal stagger damage. Alright. Not a great turn, but we'll try. A little bit of AoE damage being done, but with that 6 stagger protection, unfortunately, it's never going to be a whole lot. Okay, Irony does get stopped. He pulls a move straight out of Elden Ring. Okay, we do get Blade unlocked, which is going to help us. Okay, now we, Well, I'm a re-roll twice, and then Solsa is gonna attempt to do some max health damage. We'll see where that goes, but... Boom. 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 Right? Then... boom. Boom. Let's see, we're at... Okay, so this should actually do quite well, and then we could go for Stargaze immediately after. You know what? Broken Grail, why not? And then we can't do Instinct Release, so I am just going to restore a little bit of light. Let's hope for the best. Okay, Pale Rider is going to do some damage, but it's not going to stagger us. Okay, Frayed Sword, little bit of damage between us. Broken Grail getting big value. Astral Resonance hitting just as hard. Sickle Thrust with a chance for 10% max HP. Horizontal Cut. And Arcana Break is going to initiate that passive. Now, this turn is going to be skipped, I believe. Also... Magical Girls. Amaterasu with Nihil! Oh. Wait, what? Fragments of the Holy Grail Lily Choice. Oh, I've never... Wait a minute. Okay. Right, this is... So we just used that page that gave us a random thing. But then we get Uncontrollable. What the... Bro, why is this so detailed? Okay, hang on. So we're already going to have all these. I'm just going to do Blessing then. So we get Blessing for this turn. You're Uncontrollable. What are you doing? Broken Grail. Oh, that's fine. Oh, yeah, that's perfectly fine. You know what else is fine? Using Clown Show. I need to use it. I need to use it. I know the turn's gonna be skipped, but I'm doing it anyway. Ow. Okay, Knight's Protection is maxed. We all take 10% less. So did we, yo, you bet we did. Wow, that works out well. Unfortunately, I can't make use of it, but still. Okay, well, I think it's time to face yourself. And then I'll also try, well... Interestingly, we still have Blessing. Is that just permanent? Huh. I'll go for Halter as well. Let's just... I want to see how this turn plays out. Pretty well for us. Pretty well, indeed. Okay, well, remember what I was saying a few episodes ago about having mechanics that counter pages that are much stronger than the intended reception? Well, cross that off a little bit because, boom, there it was. The exact mechanic I was talking about, right there. The Fool Inverted. Page of the Kaleidoscope of Warped Reflections. Endured to everything. 1,500 health. Oh boy. Shimmering Kaleidoscope. It's shimmering, you already know. Distorted Memory. At the start of the act, summon and distort your past. Broken Passion 3. Gain power by double the current emotion level up to 3. At the end of the scene, lose an emotion level. Whoa. At the start of the act, double all librarians' HP and stagger resist. At the start of the scene, all allies gain 3 charge and 1 spare parts and a random ammunition. When HP drops to 1,000, kill all other allies. Recover 3 HP, fully recover stagger resist, and proceed to the next phase. When this occurs, all librarians recover 20 HP and stagger resist and gain 1 light recovery for the rest of the act. It cannot drop below 1,000 before this happens. Sorry, by the way, my mouse is acting up. The scroll wheel isn't doing what it's supposed to do. Helena, who technically has 700 health and 340 stagger resist, I believe. Quick math failing me. Momentum, when the emotion level rises, gain a speed die. Emotion level 4 or above, gain +4 max light capacity, 1 speed dice slot, and restore 3 light each scene. Whenever the emotion level rises, gain access to unique ego page. Take 80% less damage from burn. Your blunt dice have on roll inflict 1 burn. Rigid scales, protection and fragile is preserved between scenes. Volatile passion, force of a wildfire, inner fire. Draw an additional page and restore 1 more light each scene at emotion level 4 or above. And the Revolution. Triple fire breathing. Inflict 1 fragile to self this scene. Draw 1 page. This die is rolled 5 times and target's current die cannot be recycled. Triple hilted nail. On hit, gain 1 strength next scene. Shimmering scales. Spend 10 protection to draw 3 pages and restore 10 light. On hit, inflict 3 burn. On clash win, gain 1 endurance this scene and next scene up to twice. Dragon Scale Armor. Combat start, gain 1 protection. All defensive dice played by this character gain. On clash, lose, inflict 2 burn this scene. On use, restore 1 light. On clash, gain 1 protection this scene. On clash win, restore 2 light. On hit, inflict 2 burn. And on clash, lose, gain 1 protection this scene. The light is reflected here. Backstreet Stash. : Combat start. I know they're not colon. Draw 1 page. If there are 3 or more speed dice targeting this character, draw 1 more page. On hit, give all allies 1 haste next scene. Certain shot. He's got a gun. Gain 2 accuracy next scene. Discard an ammunition. If no ammunition was discarded, exhaust this page. On hit, inflict 2 fragile. Sorry, I was trying to place this song. Distorted Past. HP does not fall below 1. At the end of the scene, if HP is at 10 or lower, become inactive. Memory, rad. When using a ranged combat page, if the target is staggered, boost the minimum value of all dice by +1. Upon using a combat page, if the target is staggered, restore 1 light once per scene. Broken Passion, and Chamber Storage Systems. Charged and spare parts stack up to 25. Okie dokie. Oh, Fafnir's Fang. This is new. On use, draw 1 page. On clash, lose. Destroy the last die in this page. On hit, inflict 6 bleed next scene, and inflict 3 burn to all enemies. Okay. Tenacious Blaze. If this deals at least 8 damage, restore 3 light and draw 1 page. We can certainly try. Okay, well, it absolutely did not. Interesting. Secret gun. Discard 3 ammunition. Okay, so this is Ron's office. Okay, I see. Ha. Okay, so destroy the first die of the opponent's page. So wait a minute, we just want to be spreading burn here, right? Yeah, I think we just want to be spreading burn. So 6 to 12, I'm confident that will win, and then we can use Shattered Scales. Okay, well, so far, not off to a good start. Okay, yeah, I think that is the play. We need to be spreading as much burn as possible. Spend 3 fragile to gain 1 strength next scene. Okay. Then let's try and do that, although this paralysis is going to be a bit of a problem for us. This will be rolled... You know what? Hang on. We don't have enough protection. Let's go for Tenacious. Then we can go for Fire Breathing. Ouch. Okay, so far I gotta tell you, it doesn't feel like I'm playing this entirely correctly. But that's just kind of what happens when I'm given a deck that I don't know how to use. But I really think the play here is just to spread as much burn as possible. Destroy the first die on the opponent's page. You know what? What if we destroy that one? Then... Okay, so you're inactive now. So... I think we have more of a chance to win against that. Let's try. Ouch, we're taking so much damage. Okay, so that spreads burn because you got staggered. Okay, so... You're staggered. Oh boy, this is a lot of, So we should be able to win that, no problem. And then we're completely out of light, so let's just hope for the best. This will be good for our emotion level. If we can actually survive. Okay, now we're gonna restore more light. Oh, jeez. And we have a lot more dice per scene. Okay. So, 5 to 9. If we can destroy... 5 to 9... I don't think that's worth it. We don't have enough protection. Let's... 6 to 9? I think we go for that. Let's see, you're going for this. So if I go unceasing, I have a good idea about that. I'm gonna go for rain fire. So we could go for tail whip. I don't actually know that that's the play. Hilted nail should get through, no problem. Let's see. I'm gonna go for fire breathing, and then I think we hold. Okay, a little bit of fire spread. Hilted nail, unfortunately not working out for us. That paralysis is hurting us quite a bit. Yeah, that paralysis is seriously doing us in. Oh, man. Okay, yeah, I'm not very good with her deck. This is feeling pretty miserable. The idea is pretty set in stone, it seems, but this paralysis combined with me being, let's be honest, completely garbage with her deck. Spend 10 fragile. Well, we don't have 10 fragile. Oof. Yeah. Alright, we are effectively dead this run. I see what's going on, at least I think I do, and, you know, I've mentioned it a few times now, but I think the play is that we have to be bouncing flames to each and every one. Because if we stagger one, and let's say they have 30 burn, then with Force of a Wildfire, half that burn, that 30 becomes 15 on everyone else, and then if we stagger someone who now has 40, that's 20 that goes on to everyone else, which, let's say someone now has 40, boom, that's another 20, and it adds up, and you do fire on fire on fire on fire, and I think that's what we have to go for. Unfortunately, we're a little bit late, and, you know, we also have some corrupted data. Take flight. I mean, I think we're dead, but, you know what? Why not? We'll spend some fragile, yeah, we'll just try. Okay, we do hit a couple dice. Unfortunately, we are very quickly staggered and shot down. You know who else is really good at bouncing flames? By the way, if you take your own deck, 3 of them are active at a time instead of just 1. But regardless, you know who else is really good at bouncing flames? Malkuth. Okay, trying to get any amount of damage that we can get. We do actually manage 2 out of 3, which certainly isn't bad. Our counter dice, unfortunately, not quite working out for us. Beasting, also not fully working out. Okay, we try and get a little bit of healing with Quick Meal. It does not work, but Trash Disposal makes short work of the Tax Evader. And this, kids, is why you do your taxes. Multi-slash, oh my, getting the highest high roll you've ever seen. Zuzazap, doing a little bit of damage. Okay, so that was a pretty good turn. Pretty good. Let us see what can be done. Adorable Claws, not working out for us even remotely, despite what you might think. Okay, Burning Flash, also not fully working out for us. Okay, Capacitor does end up working quite nicely, though. Tentatively, also doing pretty good. Sweep them all. Yep. Well, unfortunately, that is the 2 times that we can use that, and it was not on the boss. So that's a little bit unfortunate. However, to say we did not get value would be a complete bold-faced lie. Yeah, that's what I want. Display of affection, if you would be so kind. On... you know what? On Kalana. Because it also gives it to Malkuth. Yes, sir. Okay, let's see. We have 4 haste. It's because of the corrupted data. Oh. That makes sense. Go forth! Burn them to ash! Ow. A ton of damage coming out against us. Whew. Yeah, they are doing some supremely high numbers on us. We are hitting them fairly hard as well, which is quite nice. Okay, Acceleration Protocol is going to get us a few hits. Not as many as I'd like, of course, but every little bit is going to count right now, especially because we're starting to get a little bit on the weaker side. Fiery Waltz, kinda works out for us. I'm gonna go for Ashes on Mr. Dave. Okay. We don't have the combo, and unfortunately this is our last turn, so it looks like we're just not going to be able to do it, which is fine. A little bit unfortunate, but certainly not the end of the world. I think we're just gonna go for all of our big boy pages and hope for the best. I'm gonna go for Brachial. Let's see. Passion. Boom. Oh, you already have Imperfection. Interesting. I didn't put that on you, but alright. Let's try and get a little bit of healing. I'm kind of doubtful that it'll work. Let's do some Waned Evertide. Also doubtful that will work. Shockwave should work, no problem, though. Then this will draw, and this will inflict some paralysis. Then I'm gonna go for a Bee Sting and Adorable Claws. Deluge. Okay, Deluge didn't really end up working out for us. Malkuth is unfortunately going to go down here in a second. Okay, Shockwave getting a little bit of good burn value. Not to mention when we get hit, we're also applying more burn, which is working out for us. Okay, good clashes. We're looking okay. Absolute high rolls coming out from Dave. Oh yeah, just colossal high rolls. I'm gonna go for Vines, and I think I'm gonna put this one on Gregory and Dallas. Then we're gonna go for Green Stem. That way we can get some AoE value. Malkuth is still alive, but I'm pretty sure her passive has procced. We can actually go for Chaos again. Well, don't offer me with a good time and expect me not to take it. Okay, Lady with the Lamp. Boom. Let's go for a Shockwave, then Magic Missile. Let's go for Burning Flash. It might work, although it's not looking extraordinarily good. You have quite a bit of burn, so I'm gonna try. We'll go for... Brace Up will draw us more, so I'm just gonna go for a Brace Up against you. Then, I'm gonna go for a Trash Disposal right here. Let's see, we'll go for Persistence just because we can. I think we do a fiery waltz. And then I'm going to do a non-conductor. And let's just hope that this kind of works out for us. Okay, magic missile, not getting a whole lot of value. We do have persistence now, just in case shenanigans happen. Spread the burn. Okay, more burn being spread. Very nice. Trash disposal, here it comes. Okay, brought him down to 1299 health. Burning Flash, not quite working out for us. And Malkuth does go down. We do end up getting a stagger for our efforts, though. Okay, brace up. Gonna draw us quite a bit. Pretty sure we got another kill because of all that burn. And now, the dragon becomes me. Okay, let's go ahead and buff ourselves up. Technically we could go for Pulau as well, but I think I'm gonna hold on that. Let's go for Waned Evertide to get some more burn. Fiery Slash. And then I think we hold. Let's see. Dave can go for it again, so I think we're going to sweep them all. Oh, we actually need to clash against something. Let's clash here. Let's go Zap, because that has a very high chance to work. We'll go for Green Stem. And then we will go for Capacitor. Then let's do Abundance. Insanity! Okay. Can we refresh? No. Okay. Let's just go for Magic Scourge then and hope for the best. And here we go. Okay, Green Stem getting a good amount of value, all things considered. Magic Scourge rolling a 2. Ooh, not pretty. Yazzie! Okay, AoE fire damage, very good. Capacitor, oh, not working out despite it all. Oh, Waned Evertide, also really not working out for us. Sweep them all! Okay, Kyle ends up going down as well. I gotta tell you, it's not looking extremely good for us. We will go for the Forgotten. Okay, Workshop Owner just got all of their health back. Right, okay. Tell you what, we're gonna do Forgotten to try and get rid of all of these evade die. Then, I think I'm just gonna go for double Magic Barrier and call it a day. AC Transmission so that we draw. Let's do Capacitor so that we get some light. Tentatively, just to give ourselves a little bit of swoosh swoosh. Let's see, we go Trash Disposal here. Yeah, you know what? And then I think we're just gonna all in the boss. Alright, roll with it. Okay, Capacitor unfortunately does not end up working out for us. Magic Barrier does end up getting through despite everything. AC Transmission also not quite working out. Tentatively, same deal. The Forgotten should get rid of all those counter dice, but we'll quickly find out as we go to dispose of the trash. The 1000 health threshold has been hit, combined with all the burn. We are going into the next phase. Okay, all of his buddies have been destroyed. Oh boy. Once more into the breach. The deluge! Ha ha! Okay, barely any damage being done, but that's fine. Non-conductor! Ouch. Are you prepared for what is to come? Okay, deal with the devil, not quite working out. Counter dice, also not quite working out. Capacitor doing really, really good. AC transmission getting close, but still falling just a bit short. We're not able to inflict any paralysis, but the trash disposal goes through for quite a bit of damage. We're also gonna do it one more time! Because we used it last turn, we were able to somehow do trash disposal twice. Works for me. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna do Barrier of Thorns on Dave and call it a day. Then we're gonna go Wing Beat so that we have a chance to restore some of our health. This is going to hurt. You know what? What if, right? Nah, that's stupid. That's stupid. We shouldn't do that. You got a lot of pages coming out. Let's see. We unfortunately don't have the dream combo right now. So let's just go for might. And I guess pessimism, even though that's not my favorite option either. We'll go for wing beat just to try. I will go for forgotten right here. Then, let's start trying to soak some of these hits. So we'll go boom, boom, and boom. Zap might be okay. Fiery Waltz isn't really going to spread any burn, but we'll attempt it. Let's see, Sweep the Back Streets has a decent chance. Will of the Prescript, that way we can draw. Let's go for Shockwave. And then I think that's our turn. Okay, we did all manage to block it. Magic Barrier doing enough. Okay, double dodge, very good. Getting very, very close to a stagger. Okay, Fiery Waltz actually managing to get through Suspicious Contract. Kinda worked out, actually, all things considered. We do end up getting that stagger, and Wing Beat is going to allow us to immediately heal back to full. Forgotten, unfortunately, not getting a whole lot of use, but that is a-okay with me. I'm going to use this because it's free. Shockwave to draw. Let's go for Multi-Slash, same reason, so that we can draw. Then I'm going to go for Tail Whisk for a bit of light. Let's go double Shockwave, same reason. We love drawing around here. Magic Barrier. Let's go for a Magic Missile. That'll heal us up. No, you know what? Wrong order. Let's draw. Draw again. Then we are going to restore ourselves back to full light. Here we go. Another turn. Seeping in Excellence. Okay, we're unaffected by Power Gain or Loss, by choice, of course. But Non-Conductor working quite well. Zap, same deal. Some paralysis for next turn. Fiery Waltz to spread burn to no one. In the name of love and justice at full strength, because we don't have to deal with the -5 power. So that's quite a bit of healing. The Forgotten. To get through those extremely strong-looking dice. Will of the Prescript, unfortunately, not quite working out for us. 8, 2, 1, 3. Making it so that we heal quite a bit. It seems like you're done taking damage. Let me look at your passives, just in case. So, HP cannot drop below 500. Okay, so we do still have one more phase to go through. Oh, if only. If only. We're so close. Okay, well, a lot of our stuff is free. So, at the moment, I'm kind of feeling just winging it and trying to get our resources back, honestly. We're doing an awful lot of zeros here. Like, an awful lot of zeros. In fact, even our damage proc, which is supposed to deal 12 or 15 damage, did 0 as well. Why? Okay, well, it's not that. It's not this. You definitely didn't have enough protection to avoid some of that. Why? Did you have barrier? Interesting. Yeah, that was an awful lot of zeros. You got something going on here. Well, you know what you don't have? A means to an end. We're not going to use trash disposal here. But I will use it here. You know what? We're just gonna see what we can do. How about that? Let's use our absolute cheapest possible pages, because we really are just playing the resource game here, and right now we're not winning. Let's go for a magic barrier. Let's go for suspicious contract. And then let's go for a magic missile. Yeah, let's just try. Okay, we are actually doing damage to you now. It must have been a card effect or something. Wow, that block die. And his regular die, actually. He is really giga rolling right now. Oh, completely stopped trash disposal right in its tracks. Shard of the Future, corroding replica. At the start of the act, add a powerful random combat page to hand. When using an object d'art, deal 10 stagger damage to self and inflict 3 corrupted data to all characters. Imperfect mirror. All dice gain 1 to 3 more power. Emotion is stopped at 0. Okay. Well, tell you what, we used trash disposal last scene. So, what if theoretically boom. Boom. And then wing beat, I guess, just to try and go for a little bit of healing. Then, because Kilana is the fastest, we can go for the Forgotten. Right here, just to try and win, I guess. Then we go Green Stem, just to try and get some damage out. Non-conductor for free. Yeah. Okay, then I'm gonna go boom. Then we go healing juice. Healing juice. Healing juice. And then magic missile. Okay, well, we do get through 2 of the dice that we need to worry about. Okay, magic barrier, unfortunately, not even close to winning clashes. Forgotten also, unfortunately, does not win. Okay, we get a draw. Trash disposal coming in. Okay, here comes another trash disposal. Oh, which we immediately fail a 50-50 on. Oh, that feels bad. Wing beat is unfortunately countered, so we're not going to get any healing. Ooh, another Shard of the Future, huh? So you're going to keep spawning these. Now, did your passives change? Summon a Shard of the Future every scene. If 6 are already present, use a powerful combat page instead. Whenever an ally dies, take 50 stagger damage and deal 10 damage to all enemies. Right. Okay, well. We don't have a lot of our cool stuff this scene, so really just trying to work out how we're gonna do this. I'm not feeling exceptionally good. We could go for capacitor and then AC transmission. That should be you taken care of. Then I think we'll go magic onslaught twice. We can try deluge. Let's see, will of the prescript, just to try and get this guy down and out of here. Yeah, this should be enough, and it's going to restore basically all of our juice. So ideally, this should work out. We also do get rid of a few of the dice. Okay, a bit of AoE damage done to us. Will of the Prescript, drawing quite a bit. And we get a damage proc, which is very, very good. Forgotten getting rid of those dice that we don't want to deal with. Okay, try to get as much value this turn so that we can potentially make something happen next turn. Although it's really, really not looking good here. We are getting very, very close to losing all of our characters. And it's looking like that might be close to the end here. Oof. Yeah, we did not manage to roll trash disposal, so unfortunately, we are dead. The Third Throne. Okay, so we have 2 virtues, and of course, the throne. Only 1 act. Waltz of Upheaval. Dice power -1. Upon winning a clash, recover 1 HP and stagger resist, and boost the minimum and maximum value of all dice on the page by +1. Battlefield Awareness. At the end of the scene, 3 random allies gain 1 protection and stagger protection next scene. Turn the other cheek. At the end of the scene, gain 2 defense up for each different status ailment this character has. At the start of the act, another ally with the highest current HP is chosen. Upon winning a clash, give the chosen ally 1 strength, endurance, haste, protection, or stagger protection next scene. Divine Mercy. Dice played by this character deal no physical damage on hit unless the target is staggered. Reverent Awe. Reverence recovers stagger instead of doing damage to it. Choose the speed die with the lowest value, increase it by 4. At the start of combat, redirect 1 random combat page that is targeting an ally chosen by the passive fealty onto this character. Only activates for one-sided attacks. If this character does not have the passive ability fealty or no living ally, destroy this passive. Be not afraid. On use, restore 1 light, draw 1 page. Allies with 6+ reverence also restore 1 light. On hit, inflict 1 reverence to all characters. It also deals 6/6, guaranteed. Deliver us. On use, restore 1 light, draw 1 page. On hit, inflict 2 reverence. On hit, absorb 1 light from target. Rain. On use, restore 1 light, draw 1 page. On hit, reduce the cost of all pages by 1 for the next scene. Crown of Thorns. This page is exhausted on use and returns to hand after 5 scenes. Combat start, gain 100 protection and stagger protection this scene, and inflict 10 bleed to self. Okay, inflict 3 reverence and bleed this scene on hit. On clash win, inflict 2 reverence. On clash lose, inflict 2 reverence to self, and on hit, inflict 3 bleed and reverence. For a greedy person is an idolater. On use, draw 2 pages. On clash win, inflict 2 reverence. On clash lose, do it to yourself up to twice. On hit, target discards 3 pages. Yikes. And pray for those who persecute. Okay, same reverence. On hit, inflict 5 bind and offense down next scene. And same passive again. Virtue of acceptance. Okay, they seem largely the same. Okay. How about abomination? Okay. Well, let's just see where this goes. Okay, so there is a lot of, no protecting ourselves, but to be fair, most... Okay, 2 out of 5 have 100 protection, so there's really no reason to go for them. So we're just, unfortunately, going to soak the damage and hope for the best. Okay, our counter dice actually works out quite nicely. I think we did discard 3 pages, though, which is a colossal shame. Okay, a little bit of value there. Shield helping us out. End of the line. Okay, binding chains. Very good, very good. Just trying to stack up damage. If we can at least take out one of them, that'll be for the best. Okay, Rooster's Crow. Very good. Canine's Growl getting us a stagger. Very, very nice. Also, wow, that transition was like super smooth. What the heck? So, they're going to be inflicting bleed to themselves. So Lament is going to get some colossal value. Right? Not to mention, offense level down is also going to force us to get some value. Let's go for Donkey. And then we can go for Unlock, just to get it going. Then, we go for Lean Bloody Wings to guarantee the kill. Who is using the OPOP card? No one at the moment. Everyone gets to block dice 8 to 16. Goodness me. Okay, we're not able to clash with anyone, so let's just try and get some damage on this guy in the back. Gathering Command should be okay. Then we can go for Multi-Slash just to restore a little bit of our stuff. I'm going to go for Probing Attack. Then I'm going to go for a Snake Slit. Do we know who the marked person is? Not at the moment. Okay. So let's see. We have 5. So Astral Resonance right here will do very, very well. And then we can go for a Stargaze right here, which will give us 3, which puts us at 8, which actually makes it not work. So you know what? We're just going to hold off. Okay, a little bit of value. We also get some nanites. They're not going to do direct damage to us, which is nice, unless we're staggered. Okay, that extra power did end up helping. Unfortunately, not all the way, though. Expiration R, not doing a whole lot of damage, but Donkey's Bray is basically going to give us a guaranteed kill. I'm gonna go for Metallic Ringing, and I will not be questioned on it. As for who we give it to, let's give it to Yesod? Okay. Let's see, we need uneven numbers, so we can go for Astral Resonance, and it will work. You're not going for the OPOP card, so we're just going to get some value. Try and clash here, although it's not, not looking good. Let's go ahead and draw. You know what? We're just going to double draw. Then, no reason to use... Now, one of these, let me see. Let's be now. You know what? Recover stagger resist. Boom. We're gonna use that. We're not able to actually hit anyone, and Shadow of a Tempest is currently locked. So let's just go for ready to go, and Will of the Prescript, and we'll hope for the best. Then I'm gonna go for Trail. Let's do X-Rip and hope for the best. Then I'm gonna go for Trail R right here. Let's do... Can't do that. Who's performing? Everyone except for Hee Haw? You know what? I think I'm just gonna get that value. Okay, unfortunately our clashes are not looking extremely good, but we are still gonna draw. Though a lot of our pages are just being lost to the void. Okay, X-Rip actually kind of working out, all things considered. Astral Resonance also giving us a little bit of paralysis to work with. Okay. We are now Blade unlocked. Ready to go. Unfortunately, not fully working for us. Will of the Prescript doing very, very good things. Okay, another turn awaits us. Let me see. I'm really tempted to go World of Spirits just to try and get someone out of the picture. Which leaves us with enough to where we can go... Let's do Boom. Boom. Then I think we... Oh, we're not doing any damage to you, so in that case, I'm just going to completely ignore you. Not Ayan actually can't be staggered, which is something nice. I'm gonna go for Sable Termination and hope for the best. All of our stuff does cost more. And I think we're gonna roll with this and just hope for the best. So, Sable Termination doesn't get too much damage at first, but it does end up getting through a couple of those dice. You're going for a ride. Okay, absolutely colossal block dice has been dealt with. Okay, Z-Cut getting quite a bit of damage. Almost getting us a stagger, even with that defense up. Binding Chains, just so we can protect ourselves a little bit. Probing Attack ends up getting a kill. Okay. I mean, Eternal Rest does make sense. So I'm going to go for it. Then we're going to go for Regret, just in case. Also, you all have attention and focus now? I see. That could be a problem. Very quickly could be a problem. Alright, let's try and roll for max. We do end up getting it, so hopefully this right here is going to be the turning point of this fight. The boundary of life and death. I mean, pretty good roll so far. Even with that defense up, we're still doing a ton of damage. Now then, come forth, the end. And down goes the third throne. This fight was actually much easier than a lot of the previous ones. However, I think it was mainly easier because of their reliance on stagger. And now for the grand finale. 5 receptions, all bundled into one little package. I remember Soul. 120 health and stagger resist, immune to stagger. Restore 9 light at the start of each scene. At the start of each scene, gain 9 stagger protection, 9 regular protection, and gains different effects depending on the current floor. Double droplet of light, flash. Combat start, give 1 protection, stagger protection, and conviction to all allies this scene. On hit, recover 12 HP of all allies, and on clash, restore 1 light. Guiding Light. Overflow. Restore 5 HP and stagger resist. Restore 1 light and draw 1 page. Gain +3 power and a positive emotion point, and give all allies +1 max light capacity. I don't know if that's just for next turn or if it's forever. I don't know. Overflow. If the rolled value of the die is less than its minimum value, activate an effect. Blazing Light. Restore 1 light, draw 1 page, gain +3 power. Okay, so the first 3 are basically the same effects, just in a different order. And on hit, inflict burn to all enemies equal to 1 twice their remaining light. And Soothing Light. All allies recover HP and stagger resist equal to 1 plus twice their remaining light. Heavenly Shield. Draw a page for each living ally. On clash win, give 1 endurance this scene and next scene. On clash lose, gain 2 conviction next scene. And on clash win, gain 1 protection this scene. Heavenward Strike. Unity. All other allies using a Unity page this scene recover 6 HP and stagger resist. It does not stack. On hit, inflict 1 feeble, disarm, bind, fragile, and paralysis this scene, next scene, and the scene after. And Lightbringer. This page is replayed on a random enemy for every remaining point of light. On clash win, give 1 hope this scene and next scene. Hope is all dice gain +X maximum value. And on hit, restore 1 light. And the Revolutionaries, they gain the 9 stagger resist. They randomly heal, and they are better at defensive dice. Well then, shall we begin? All of them are neutral against blunt, so Kitteh is going to use just that. Let's hope for the best. Ooh, Soul got a little bit of a sprite update. I don't remember her looking like that. Or more specifically, the wings. Okay, Sickle of Nil unfortunately was never going to land. Veiling After Images forces a tie. Oh. Okay. Yeah, as far as stagger damage, we're basically not doing any because of all of the stagger protection that they have. Book of Light somewhat works out for us. Okay, well, let's see. We don't have 8+ conviction, so it's not going to be as good as it could be. We'll go for Impartiality just to try. And then we'll also go straight for the mark. Ugh, yeah, it's not going to be pretty, no matter what we do, though. Oceans of Feet is not currently accessible. Let's give everyone a block die. And then I'll go for a Tail Whisk. Let's do Violent Ire, because it might win. Then we could go for Hollow Spear, because that'll give us a little bit of our light back. Repressed Flesh might work, and then I'm also gonna go for a Book of Light. Let's go for Venomous Fangs, and then we're also gonna go for Mince. Okay. Ooh, unfortunately it does not go away even after using a defensive dice. Very unfortunate. Okay, all of the protection they have is a problem. I don't think it's something that we can't get through, but it is certainly proving to be problematic for us. Okay, as far as damage, we're doing no damage. Boy, Caius is debuffed into oblivion. Ouch. Actually, I want to see what her passive is now. I'm going to go for Surprise Gift on Crimson. Now, what is your passive? It doesn't tell us. Oh, wait. If this character has 3 or more bleed, draw 2 pages. If 4 or more fragile, gain 4 haste. If 5 or more burn, restore 2 light. Okay. So, you're always going to have pages drawn because you're always going to be bleeding. Okay, alrighty. Yeah, that is, that could be considered a problem. And, it wouldn't be wrong to say that it is. I'm going to go for... Piercing Stance? Let's see. We could go Wing Voracious for knowledge. I'm not expecting any real damage. Let's try and debuff you. Let's see. We are still at 4. I think we get through that counter dice. Okay. Prevent a little bit of damage. We're going to go for Luster to try and win that clash. Okay, and since nothing real is coming after us, I'm going to go for Void Star for damage. Then... let's lift the mountain. And go for Sharp Nails. Okay, Void Star, unfortunately, not working even a little bit. Okay, we should gain our permanent 2 strength, provided we don't die. Luster... kinda working for us. Okay, Shockwave not working at all. Sorry, my nose is still a little bit stuffy. The Wing, voracious for knowledge. Okay, we've done 1 whole damage to Saul. I'm pretty sure the way that we're going to do damage to Saul is going to be through status effects, by the way. I don't see us doing it any other way. We'll go Look of the Day on Caius, just to try and offset the amount of debuffs that he's been getting. Okay, we do absolutely get that extra strength, so Crimson is currently at +4. We could Skin and Debone. You know what? Let's go for Hatred. Okay, now I'm going to... let's Empty Dance. Violent Ire. Then we'll do Empty Resolution, and that should be relatively good. I'm going to go for Snake's Prey, and we're also going to go for a Restrain. Then I'm going to go for a Gale Kick to prevent some damage. Let's see, we're still at 4 despite everything. Can't use Path of Conviction, so I'm just going to use Watchful Prayer. It'll help a teeny tiny bit. Impartiality might work out for us. We're also going to go for a second one right here. Then, Crimson, you... hang on, I've got a bit of a plan for you. Let's go Restrain, Backstreet's Determination. And then try and Skin and Debone, I suppose. Let's see, we could do Let's Have Some Fun. And Shockwave. I think we'll get a lot of damage this turn, though it's kind of hard to say. Gale Kick gets through, and then we soak a little bit of damage. Debuff Soul. Veiling After Images, doing fairly good damage. Okay, Impartiality, not quite working out for us. Counter Dice, getting through every single one. Okay, Impartiality, also working out quite well. Skin and Debone. Ooh, and we do get staggered. Okay, Counter Dice still working out for us. Bleed, at the moment, is hard carrying us. But unfortunately, Crimson goes down, so there goes most of the bleed that we're doing. Ooh, almost outrolled it twice. Okay, get rid of a few of those evade die. Oh, we actually land Snake's Prey. That's kind of shocking. Okay, 9 more damage getting out. I'm going to go for Alertness on Hod, because we're about to get some big value. Sanguine Desire is no longer going to be as useful. Let's go for Red Eyes. Okay. Let's go Venomous Fangs. Gale Kick. Let's have some fun. Instead of let's have some fun, let's go for Red Eyes. Then, let's do a Combined Tactics. Let's go Mannequin. And then, let's go for Veiling After Images right here. Then, I think I am going to go for Wrath. We do have a little bit of Fragile, but that should be okay. Violent Ire, I'm thinking, should get through it, especially with 4 strength. Let's go Empty Resolution. Hollow Spear. And then Traces of Guilt. Hopefully that works out for us at least a little bit. Alerted Anticipation, just to try. Path of Conviction, so that we can get a teeny bit more damage if need be. Straight to the mark to draw, and now we wait for Unhappy Face. Wait for it, wait for it. There it is. Okay, Combined Tactics, doing an okay amount of damage, all things considered. Alerted Anticipation does get countered, but that's fine. Mannequin for a little bit of debuff, Veiling After Images, just so we can draw, while also doing a little bit of damage. Violent Ire, getting us a teeny tiny bit of erosion. Red Eyes for the debuff, very nice. Straight to the mark allows us to draw. Empty Resolution, also doing some pretty good damage, all things considered. Ow. Okay, Block Dice working out for us. A lot of Lightbringers coming out, but we do have a lot more attacks coming through. Yeah, Bleed has absolutely taken a colossal toll on Soul. Now, we are getting very, very close to losing Caius, but he is doing a ton of damage before he goes down, if he even does. Meal seems like a complete waste of time, so I'm going on Friend on Hod. And then we can also go for Letitia. Okay, you are debuffed into Oblivion. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go for Letitia right here, just to try and get you out of the way. We go for Apostle. Then Alerted Anticipation, and we do it again. Then we will do Let's Have Some Fun. I intend to manifest my ego. Wait, order. We'll mess with the order a little bit. Let's do Sharp Nails, because it has the extra power. Let's do Tail Whisk. Then we'll just go for a random unlock. Now we manifest our ego. I'm gonna go for Despair, and then next turn we can go for Fragments. Let's do an Empty Dance. Let's do a Luster. Okay, this is looking pretty good. I think I'm gonna let it roll. Let's wait for Unhappy Face again. Wait for it, wait for it, wait. Aha! There we go. Okay, it doesn't end up hitting Soul. Sorry again for my sniffling. I'm trying to hold it back. Manifest our ego and the apostle. Okay, we have a huge power spike coming next turn. And from the looks of things, there will only be one left standing. Now then, with only one remaining, I call checkmate. And even if checkmate hadn't won, we still had a dance incoming. The revolutionaries in orange. Helena. Well, we know what she does because we got to use her. The only new thing I'm really seeing is take flight. Usable on and after the third... Oh, actually, no, we got to use that. Yeah. Well, so we know what she does. Revolutionary in orange. There's probably a tiny bit of changes, but more or less the same. In a fire, volatile passion, flaring brand, and sturdy armor. Take 20% less damage from burn. Half of protection is preserved between scenes. Oh! Triple dragon scale armor, fire breathing, sedito civitas. United we stand, and heart of a dragon. All cards we've seen. Then let us begin. By the way, I think they're all gonna get 4 endurance this scene. Oh, you bet they are. Luckily, we do have the means to prevent a little bit of damage. Unfortunately, that 4 endurance is going to be a bit of a problem. Okay. We also do have to deal with burn. Luckily, we are a floor of regen, so ideally, we get to just make it work. Okay, yeah. Rather powerful counter dice. Okay, voltage stable is gonna give us a little bit of paralysis next turn. But that's fine, that's what we want. And we get a couple ampules just to help us out. Okay, so that is a scary turn. So let's see. How much are you guys going to get? 2 endurance. Okay, so by my count, 2 endurance. However, they are all basically going to keep that protection, which is a bit of a problem. Alright, here we go. Although, Isabel might just flat die to burn. Okay, 19 burn. I don't think it's going to be enough to kill, but it certainly isn't going to feel nice. Okay, a little bit of decay. Or crush! Okay, the protection is proving to be a little bit of a problem. Despite how high we're rolling, it unfortunately does not appear like it's going to be nearly enough. Excuse me. How it's done is going to do a little bit of decay. AC transmission is powered up just enough for us to win that clash. Pack onslaught also doing its absolute darndest. Okay, overload working extremely well. Heart of a Dragon is going to put Netzach to half health though. Luckily we do have a ton of regen, and now with Laughing Powder, it's going to be a little bit harder to stagger us. Let's do protection on Kura. And then could power up relatively well this turn. Alright, try and take 2 of them out. Okay, counter dice working extremely well for us. We are still affected by burn a fair bit. But, at the very least, it's not like we're getting nothing out of it. Okay. Unicorn fencing prevents us from taking damage, at least. A little bit of decay ampules for next scene. That is going to be very, very nice. Angel's Light so that we can restore a lot of our resources. Okay, only 4 damage. More decay. Ooh, and Kura just flat goes down. Ooh, real nasty. Tell you what, we're going to go for Elation. Okay, so you are going to take... Yeah, so you should be dead. I hope. Let's see. Netzak has health galore, so I'm not too afraid of just making him take a lot of the big clashes. So let's see. This for draw. And then this for light. Then... Unicorn fencing. Okay. This is just defensive, so as long as we don't attack her, it should be fine. We do have to worry about this one, though. You know what? Let's go Knights. Ooh, we can't outspeed it. You know what? Knight Sword here. Then... Unicorn fencing here. Then we go for probing attack to make sure that you're down, just in case. Let's do some stagger protection for Netzak, just in case. You never know. We'll go have this. This is going to get it only a teeny tiny bit of power. We'll go Decay Ampule, and then I'm going to go pack Onslaught. Alright, let's see what happens. Okay, we are burning a fair bit. Okay, not much damage being done, but if we can get some of our decay ampules up and going, then that is going to really, really help out. Okay, voltage stable, working out nicely for us. We have some defensive die to use. You are absolutely dead to that. Get a little bit of strength. Unfortunately, we are staggered, but with the amount of K-Corp ampules, we should be okay. Okay, that counter die is very, very strong. Let's go Flower Petals on Netzak. We're quadruple dipping, I think. Let's see, we can go Our Galaxy just for some more health recovery. Okay, you're completely untargetable, so I'm just going to go for Our Galaxy. How exactly are we gonna deal with this? Honestly, I don't think we are. So we're just gonna try and take you out. We'll go pack Onslaught. I'll go Angel's Light. Well, a little bit of stagger protection. Alright, that's all we got. We can go Overload, and that should work out real nice. Then I'm gonna go AC Transmission. And I'm gonna go Decay Ampule. Healing Juice. Okay, Isabel might even survive this turn, despite the immense amount of damage that's about to come. Okay, boom, boom, boom. We're looking relatively healthy. Firestorm is gonna hit 3 out of 4 of us. Okay, I think Isabel might be dead. Sam is absolutely dead, unfortunately. Oh, yeah. No, we're just all dead, actually. Oof. Yeah. Yeah. Not good. Okay, Heart of a Dragon also getting extremely empowered due to all of the protection. Oh, yeah. And, unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're in a very good spot. Netzak is also dead, so, you know, bit unfortunate there. Okay, I'm going to go for DeCapo right here. Then I'm going to go for our Galaxy right here. Then I'll go for Unicorn Fencing just to try and guarantee a kill. Yeah, honestly. Just try and guarantee as many kills as possible. It might help. Capo does get a little bit of damage. Okay, a little bit more. Okay, certainly could have been worse. Our Galaxy is also going to give us the chance to heal. Not that it's doing much damage. All of that protection is certainly getting in our way. But Isabel does basically end this turn almost at full health. So I'd consider that a pretty good thing. However, we have so much burn on us that it's not gonna take a lot just to kill us. Yeah, in fact, she is now dead to burn. Ugh. Here I was thinking that regen would be the answer. Okay, 2 of them down, 3 to go. Unfortunately, their burn is just a little bit too much. The Revolutionaries in red. We've also gotten a little bit of experience with them. How interesting it is that it works out that way. Alrighty, so immune to slash, ineffective to pierce, and endured to blunt. Actually, interestingly, they're going to be inflicting themselves with a lot of bleed. Is this the one time that we actually get to make use of the vampire cards? I doubt it, but we'll try. As for Paige's double exsanguination, well, we already know what Meso has. All of the passives seem to be the same. Very good. Revolutionary in red seems to be the same. Okay, hey, I'll take that. The fight begins. Blood and smoke. Spear going out, doing a good amount of damage, especially because they are somewhat neutral to it. We do take a little bit of damage, but that's fine. Begin to spread the smoke. Any amount of smoke that we can get on the field is going to be an extreme boon to us. Okay, Autonomous Rush is a good way to do that. Ugh. Okay, unfortunately, we are taking a fair amount of damage. Yeah, a lot more than I would like, but it should be alright. Now, it's only one character, though, but deal extra damage and recover, or I want to make use of these cards, and I feel like this is a situation for it, but man, these ego pages are so bad. Okay, you know what? Let's do Fear of Water. Man, on who? I guess we could do Eileen. Could do Myra. We'll try it on Evo Knight. We'll try it on Evo Knight. But, we'll certainly see what happens for that. Begin again. Thought Gear. Indoctrinate! Okay, the first one does not end up working. The second one hits all but one. We'll take that. Could be a lot worse. Upstanding Slash, getting a good amount of damage through. Okay, and then only 4. Ooh, Evasion Dice does mess with our counter. We recover a little bit of health and do quite a bit of damage. Deep Smoke, also doing a ton of damage. Continuous Battle, mainly being used for the resources. Okay, big Evasion Die. Okay, it's not over yet. Let's see, who has the least protection? You and you. So you are my targets. Unleash! Oh, very good stagger being done. That's going to help us out quite a bit. Autonomous Rush. Okay, tons of evasion die for us to use. Vapor doing a whopping 2 damage. Ouch. We do take a little bit of damage ourselves. Focus Spirit not working out for us even remotely. Okay, we do get a regen on Roberta. Then, what the heck are we gonna do now? Vampirism. I guess on Roberta, right? Roberta. Because you're almost always going to have bleed. So we can, like, maybe work with that? I think? Who has the least? No, you all have quite a bit of protection. Okay. Try this on for size. Okay, 10 damage. Ooh, Gabura doing a crazy amount of damage despite the protection. I mean, 10 smoke and 3 extra strength. We'll do that with you. Okay, multi-slash doing a whole lot of nothing, but we do manage to get a little bit of healing out. Okay, spear is still ineffective, but you know what? What are you gonna do? Okay, teeny tiny amounts of damage. The smoke is helping. If we go with wine... I mean, none of them are looking like good targets right now, I gotta be honest. However, wine would technically be best on Myra because of the healing. I mean... I should not be making this work, like, I shouldn't be trying this as much as I am. But you know what? Whatever. We'll also do Crimson Scar, that way we can get that up and going. Alright, the fight's not over just yet. There's still so much more to show you. Try once more. Until it is finished. Okay, Focus Spirit helping us out quite a bit. Fragile with smoke, with strength, is going to lead to a very deadly outcome. Okay. Ow. Well, that didn't work. Note to self, poor Myra is having a real tough time on this floor. And one of the revolutionaries in red falls to the smoke. Okay, we also do have Gunny Shoot Girl, unfortunately. Not able to do anything with her for the moment. But that's alright, I think. Death reigns. Very, very little damage because they all resist slash, but that's fine. It did its job well enough. Behold! Nice. Okay, try and take you out. Little bit of strength. Permanent +1 power. Permanent +2 power. And Meso... We killed with the spear. Ah, we just did a lot more damage than I thought we were gonna do. Revolutionaries in violet. Akasha. Immune to all damage, but not immune to being staggered. I seem to remember using this character. There was a reception that we did in the original playthrough of Citywide Revolt. I believe this character and Soul were the two that you got to use, I think. I can't remember what the heck we were fighting, but I seem to recall that that was the case. Infinite Wisdom. Draw 9 pages at the start of the scene. Manipulator of Odds. Arcane Knowledge. If this character is not staggered, respond to one-sided attacks with a combat page, Akashic Records. No. Single use. Combat start. Add Ein. In. Null. Ein. On Clash Win, gain 1 strength this scene. The next scene, on hit, restore 6 light. Akashic Records, if there are 6 or more pages in hand, all dice on this page gain +2 power. On Clash Win, add a copy of the target's current page to hand. Ooh. Know thyself. Unity Combat Start. All other allies using a Unity page to scene, restore 2 light. Unity versus Unity. On Clash Win, gain 1 endurance this scene and the next scene. Gain +1 power for each page in hand. Heavy Reading. If there are 6 or more pages in hand, all dice on this page gain +2 power. On Clash Win, add a copy of target's current die to hand, and on Clash Lose, gain 2 conviction. Next scene. And Cosmic Crush. Mass Summonation. On use, lower this page's cost by 1. Gain +4 power for each page in hand. Warrior and Poet. All dice gain +1 power for every 3 pages in hand. Manipulator of Odds and Worldly Scholar. Draw 2 more pages at the start of each scene. And of course, Sedito Civitas. But all the other pages are the same. So hear me out. Unity floor versus Unity floor. And they're going to steal our Unity pages if we clash with them. I simply won't clash with them. That means we are going to take a lot of one-sided attacks. However, it also means that we are going to have a lot of damage on a single character. Had to really think of what I was saying there. Okay, now, unfortunately, they are doing quite a bit of heavy clashing with us, to the point where Angela is already almost dead, because her Guts passive has been reduced to 1 from 3. Now, we did give them a single copy of United March, but honestly, I don't see that being a huge issue. Out. Yeah, we're definitely taking quite a bit of damage. Their extra power, depending on pages in hand, is gonna be really nasty to work around. But, because we did kill one of them... yeah. Now, Akasha is by far just gonna be the hardest one, because 9 pages at the start of each scene, and gains power for each page in hand. Yeah, that's pretty nasty. Alright, let's see if it's enough. Ooh, Wheels unfortunately does not work for us, which I think means they now have a copy of Wheels. Fairly problematic for us. Now, you would think, despite all the synergy that we have, it wouldn't be too big of a problem. Issue, it is. But we are doing some fairly good damage, so you certainly can't complain about that. Not to mention we do have a decent amount of healing, which is working out very nicely for us. That is 2 of them down. I'm going to go for Courage on Angela, who is now out of passives. So if she takes 1 point of damage. She did. Hey, there's that wheels. Well, how are we... Yeah, we're just dead, I think. So tell you what. We'll just get our Unity pages going and hope for the best. The one for the many. A lot of damage being done. Unfortunately, not enough. So, we do lose our Angela, but we do still have a ton of synergy left to go. It's not over yet. Ugh. Okay, they do steal one of our pages. That's fine. The stagger's not quite as good. Okay, we almost lose 2 characters in a single turn. Tell you what if I were to say rake a little bit of value? 1 enemy left, and a lot of stuff for us. So I think we go for null. No clashy. Alright, well, I mean, we have to do 1 clash, but still. We're going for the stagger as much as we can. Oh, right. You're just gonna counter us with that. Right. Huh. That's a pretty beefy counter he's got. Huh. Oh. And because we lost most of them, he's, back up to 200. Oh, yeah. That is real nasty. Oh, and because it still technically counted as a clash, he actually took Unity Courage and Unity Strategize. That sucks. Can we agree on that? That sucks. Well, same deal. I guess we're just gonna try and avoid clashes as much as possible. Although I am starting to see the futility of such a thing. Well, let's just try our best. Ow. Okay, 29, 24, 24 again. Okay, we are getting him close. All that for 3 whole stagger. Ooh. Ooh-wee. Yeah, that's not great. Discard 3 pages, add trios. Ah. Well, could do fiction. Huh. Actually, wait a minute. Huh. I wonder. Let us try and stagger him. Okay, Unit Strike does not work, but that's fine. That's not why we were using it. Unity Fiction. Okay, I don't think he steals it. Question mark on that, but I don't think he steals it. Ow. Okay. Ooh, and we do manage to get a stagger. Okay. Ooh. We could do a warm heart. on Ivan! Go. I like both of these. False Throne, actually... I wonder. We also have the Unity Hope and Unity Fiction combo. And the final onslaught begins now. Counter that. To be fair, the no clashing actually worked out pretty well. Of course, did we take a ton of damage for it? Yes. Did it help that we were a full Unity page? Floor? Yes. Did we still win? You bet. And the final reception of our revisitation is the Revolutionaries in Black. Rhythms. It's probably the closest I'm going to get to saying that. Once per scene, inflict 1 restraint on hit. This character is unaffected by paralysis and seal. Big sad. Fair judge. All dice played by this character and any dice clashing against them are unaffected by power gain or loss. Huh. Okay. Mirage. Yep. Vulnerability, exploitation, boost the minimum roll value of all dice by target's paralysis. If target has at least 3 paralysis, also boost the maximum roll by 1. Headhunting. Against targets with 100 or more HP, boost the maximum roll value of all dice by half the target's restraint. If target has at least 6 restraint, also boost the minimum roll value of all dice by +1. Blend in. On use, restore 2 light. On hit, if target has 3 or less restraint, become untargetable next scene. Otherwise, inflict 3 paralysis next scene. Double monochromatic blade. Combat start, all dice the user plays lose 5 power this scene, which is then unaffected in clashes. On hit, restore 1 light. If target has 4 or more restraint, restore an additional light. On hit, if target has 2 or more restraint, restore 1 light. Pin down. Restore 1 light, draw 1 page. On hit, inflict 1 restraint this scene and next scene. Inflict 3 bind next scene, and purge all protection from target. Work in the shadows. All other allies using a Unity page this scene, draw 1 page, it cannot stack. On clash, lose. If target has 1 or more restraint, gain 3 protection this scene. If target has 3 or more restraint, draw 1 page. Okay. Appropriate punishment. This scene, all dice the user plays gain +2 minimum and +3 maximum value. On Clash Win, if target has 1 or more restraint, all allies draw 1 page and restore 1 light. On Clash Win, destroy the opponent's next die. And on hit, if target had 5 or more restraint, seal a speed die of the target next scene. Steady Judge. If target has 10 or more restraint, immobilize the target next scene. On Clash Win, inflict 2 paralysis. And if target has 6 or more restraint, draw 2 pages. And the Abyss gazes too. Give all allies 2 conviction and damage up next scene. Inflict 2 restraint and paralysis to all enemies this scene. Deal bonus stagger damage equal to 5 times the target's restraint. Recover stagger resist equal to target's restraint up to twice. And the Revolutionaries in Black. Okay, very similar passives. And very similar pages other than Senator Civitas. Okay, a bit of a mix of defensive and trying to single someone out this turn. Okay, so far so good. We do take a little bit of damage on Bina. Fair amount of restraint being given to her. Okay, some enemy evasion dice, unfortunately, is going to keep us down a little bit. Multi-slash actually getting through it, though, somehow. Pack Onslaught, dealing a little bit of damage to ourselves, which we swiftly recover. Instinct Release, also going to get a ton of healing. Okay, Work in the Shadows is going to do a decent amount of damage to all of us, but we have again, good amount of healing, so it's not the end of the world. I also don't think we're going to go for Apocalypse Bird this time, so we are just going to try and go for maximum value. Such as the Weight of Sin on Yukari. Okay. Oh boy, still got a lot to go. But we did do a lot of damage, which is very nice. Unsettling power, isn't it? Ow. Marcos Jr. takes quite a bit of damage, but it's not enough. Pierce through, unfortunately, not working for us even remotely. We do prevent a little bit of damage with Bina by forcing a tie. Okay, Deadly Cold not doing a whole lot of damage. Yukari also rolled so many minimums that she had, what was that, 8 strength? That's, oh yeah. That feels extra bad. Marcos Jr. ends up getting a kill, though, which restores a crap ton of health. There's really nothing that we super want here. So, I'm... I don't know which one I want, honestly. I guess we could go for small flutters. Yeah, I guess it might... why not? That's kind of a dead one. What we're looking for is a little bit further out, if you catch my drift. Let's see. 9 strength. Oh my god. Wait a minute. Hang on. Gain 1 to 2 strength and endurance every time you roll minimum. And she has 9. Oh boy. That feels awful. Now, unfortunately, in a clash, she's really not gonna do a whole lot, even with that. However, who said that we need to clash? Okay, let's go sink into misery. If I'm unaffected by power gain or loss, well, I guess this is just pure value. Then I'm just going to go for a multi-slash for a bit more. We'll go Clash of Blades. I'm going to go Serum Cage, just get a teeny tiny bit of healing. Frontal Slash right here. And off to the races we go. Okay, fair amount of dice have been destroyed by Shockwave. Ooh, our counter dice do not work at all. But in the name of justice, not losing the 5 power is really quite strong. Also, that counter evasion dice made it so that our 9 strength and the extra +4 power was completely useless. Feels bad. Feels real bad. Okay, pack Onslaught just to show him what we think. We are doing quite a bit of damage. Especially since we have the power of the head. And of magical girls. You can't make that sound cool or intimidating at all. I don't think there's a way to make that sound, yeah. Tell you what, everlasting thirst. Then we will go for Unsettling Desire. Bina, you're in charge of tanking that. And this one. Okay, Sombor, you... Frost Sword is a little bit stronger now, so let's go for it. Let's also go for Winter Spear. And I'm going to go Exploit as well. Hopefully that's enough to take you out. I'm going to try to do a Pierce Through. Then we do Undertake. Then I'm going to go for Multi-Slash. Yep. Oh boy. Okay, that is a little bit too much for us to get through. We do still get a little bit of value, though, so not the end of the world. And we destroy the final dice. So, you know, there's some value in there. Okay, Bina taking a ton of damage. She gets staggered. Unsettling Desire is going to make it so that we have a full hand next scene. Ooh, Paralysis is really not working well for us. We do get a stagger, followed by a kill. Unfortunately, Marcos Jr. was not able to get any healing due to that extremely strong evasion dice. Okay, Winter Spear. We do still get a little bit of value. And now there's only one person left. You know what? Time for judgment. And Lamp literally isn't going to do anything, so I'm going to just reroll and go for Justithia. And the cold finds its mark. Alright. Let's see how we're going to do this. I'm just going to roll straight for Justithia. Then we're going to go for Binding Chains, and we're going to try and get some healing. I'm going to go for Clash of Blades because it's somewhat stacking up. Chances are we are going to take a decent amount of damage, though. Good, just in case. Then we go Frontal Trail. Okay, yep. Sink into Misery. Let's get rid of all of those evade die. And then try and deal a bit of stagger, shall we? Ow. Big damage being done to us. That's fine. Okay, we did get rid of it, though. So that means not only are we going to get a lot of healing this turn, we're also going to reduce a lot of that damage that is going to be done to us. And we don't have to worry about the evasion die, which works out very nicely. Okay, bit more stagger damage, bit more healing. Well, my friend, I don't mean to say this in a way that might bother you, but to me, it seems like your luck has just run out. And with that, that is officially every single reception revisited in Citywide Revolt. Obviously, there are these two, which you saw in the previous episode, but I didn't technically beat them. I didn't win with Blood Red Girl, and then this one I just kind of moved on from. But that is officially every single reception. Now, of course, there are still secret receptions, I believe, and I think there are also general receptions. So it's not everything, but as far as this screen is concerned, it's everything. So, that being said, this has been our revisitation to the Citywide Revolt. Seems like a lot of huge improvements have been made. Obviously, a lot of new content. After all, it did take me 4 additional episodes to get through. And that's not even including the potential 2 to get through all of the secrets and general receptions. Probably. But, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And with that, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. By the way, I'll showcase all the builds in the next one.